I'm down at the tank down the hill from my work, and I figured today a good way to start the day would be to do some fishing. I'm gonna have a cup of coffee, eat a piece of fruit, and then we'll get to fishing. I got a cup of coffee here, I got a nice farmer's market peach, and I've got a really nice view to enjoy while I enjoy these two. So I'm gonna enjoy this, take in the scenery, kind of look and see where all the action is on the water, then we'll get to fishing. That's all that's left of the peach. Go down to the pit. I got a couple of sips of coffee left. I figure I'll tell you what I'm seeing here while I drink the last few gulps of this coffee. A little bit to my right, maybe a third of the way across, there's a lot of activity surfacing. Right at the bank, I'm seeing a bunch of little sunfish swimming back and forth. And I've seen some bigger stuff over on the left-hand side. Only problem is there's a bunch of turtles over there too. Biggest fish I've seen in this pond is about probably 3 pounds, maybe 4. Like I said, should be a really nice way to start the day. It's already been a really nice way to start the day with a cup of coffee and a peach down by the water. Well, that's the coffee drink. Let's get to fishing. Today I'm using my usual setup. Just a tiny hook. I think probably a size 8. I can check. And there's lots of activity on the surface. I hear them jumping all around. I've got just a size 6 Aberdeen hook. Just a panfish hook. I've caught plenty of bass and even decent catfish on them. Lots of carp and buffalo. I know that it'll serve me well. And I've got some Gulp Minnows, the 3-inch ones. These are in the smelt color. And I've got some Swimming Super Fluke Junior. These are disco violet. I'm gonna start out with the Super Fluke. I just hook it like you would a jig on a jig head. It's got plenty of weight to where I can throw it actually pretty well to the other bank of this pond. Not to the far bank, but I can get it over to the cattails, and that's the bulk of what I'm interested in throwing to. I'm gonna toss it in this bag with the Gulp Minnows, give it a shake. Get a little bit of that attractant on there. And we'll see if anything's interested. No stuff's going. I just gotta get my bait in front of them. Ooh, I had something there for a second. I got him hooked. Seemed like a bass from the way it jumped. Yeah, that's gotta be a little bass. Pretty nice for my second cast. Little bass. I think I was told these are Florida bass that were stocked in here. Just a little more eager to bite. Well, I'm hopeful that I'll catch a nice sized bass. I think all that's going to bite is more than likely the babies. I'm perfectly fine with that. can catch anything out here, I'm perfectly happy. Already got one, so that's a good day. Yeah, let's go ahead and change over to a gulp. If that doesn't do the trick, I'll change locations. Move to a different part of the pond. And that's that. I hooked him. This one's a itty bitty bass. He knocked my minnow on off of there. I caught him right next to the bank there. Same thing with this guy. I got him hooked a little further back. Maybe he'll stay on a little longer that way. If anybody's interested in knowing, I've got a 7-foot light action rod. That's what's letting me throw these little baits out so far with no weight. I got 10-pound braid. That probably helps a little more with the casting distance. Then I just got a little swivel with 4-pound line for my leader. There's something. We got a little sunfish this time. These guys have the stripes of a green sunfish. They got the little red ear of a red ear sunfish though. I think there's some kind of hybrid between the two. Another little sunfish. This guy's a little smaller. He's a smaller fish. He still fought pretty good though, especially for his size. Wonder how many fish I can catch on this one Gulp Minnow. That makes 2. If I can stay out of the bass, I can usually catch quite a few. Bass shake their head so much that they take it off of there though. Oh, already had one on. He didn't fight at all. Now he wants to swim. Look at him go. I'm getting you back, buddy. I think I'll fish till this Gulp Minnow gives up on me, falls off the hook. Then I'll go ahead and get up to the shop so I don't have to make up as much time this morning. This evening, rather. This guy's got a little more fight. Ooh, especially once he got to the bank. He didn't want to be caught. Got one. bass. Was a little bass though. He's a little bit better bass. Oh, he shook it off. That might be the smallest perch of the day, but he shook that bait off of there. And for that, I thank him. That bait came off at the bank, so really I could catch some more fish on it, but I need to get to work. Well, I don't know how many fish that was on one Gulp Minnow. I lost track because I was having so much fun, but I do know that I better get up the hill and get to work, or else I'll be staying here all evening making up time. So I hope you enjoyed. I definitely did. I'll see you in the next one.